What is going on, Cuse Nation? Welcome back to yet another edition of Bleed Orange. My name, Landon Cook, as always, and thank you for watching. Today, we'll be taking a look at the post-game analysis of Cuse football as they went on to North Carolina State and got demolished. Final score on Saturday night, 41-17, as the Orange are fighting to get bowl eligible. Now, the Orange really didn't have a plan going into this one. At least it seemed to be that way. They didn't really have a great game plan going into one of the best defenses in the country, quite frankly, in North Carolina State, with a great offense of North Carolina State led by quarterback Devin Leary, who had a huge day. We'll get into that later, but first I'd like to go over the stats of the Orange, who actually played decently well. Now, Sean Tucker's the highlight of the show today. He didn't even play that great, but that just goes to show you how he's the leader of the pack for this game. Now, Sean Tucker had 105 rushing yards with a touchdown. That's the highlight of our day. He had one really good touchdown. Now, Garrett Schrader had another terrible passing day, 63 yards passing with a pick six. Schrader did not have his best day at all. He's really been struggling throwing the ball, and he's really got to figure it out before this Pitt game coming up, because that's the highlight of our season. This Pitt game in the Dome, Saturday night at 7:30, is what we've all been waiting for all season. Are we bowling or are we not bowling? We'll find out soon. That's for the Pitt preview. But wide receiver, if you were to think that there was a wide receiver one for this game, it was actually Davon Cooper, who had 3 receptions. Yeah, the leading receiver had 3 receptions for 31 yards. It's not that great of a stat. I know rushing is the way to go when you're a Syracuse offense. Now, in the beginning of the game, it seemed to be North Carolina State was letting the Orange hang in there, and we all had some hope for a minute, but the offense was shut down completely. The defense was holding us in, at least for the meantime, but then some fluke errors on special teams and the pick six really opened this game up for North Carolina State going into halftime. Now, the Cuse, when the Cuse rushing attack isn't dominant, it comes down to, can you pass the ball for at least 100 yards? And Garrett Schrader did not do that. 63 yards passing on the day. We already went over that. Not good at all. So if you're going to beat a team and your rushing attack isn't on and that team's going to stop your rushing attack, then you're in trouble. And you got to pass the ball, and you got to learn to pass the ball when you're Syracuse and when you're Garrett Schrader. It's going to come down to passing the ball against Pittsburgh. Now, Devin Leary, who's a really slept-on quarterback, quite frankly, in the Atlantic Conference, ACC Conference, he's a really, really, really talented guy who he went 17 for 24 for 303 yards passing with 2 touchdowns and 0 picks. Wow. Devin Leary, have yourself a day. Those are some major numbers against, quite frankly, not experienced, but good, talented secondary of this Syracuse Orange team. Really talented, really great. It came down to, can the Cuse stop the pass? That's all this came down to. Can the Cuse stop the pass? And they couldn't do it. Devin Leary really tore up this secondary and really, really made the Orange have some troubles. Michael Jones came back for the Orange, had a great game. Well, a decent game, like he always does. Double-digit tackles. Really good game for him. There's a lot of positives that came out of this game, but nonetheless, the Orange came out and lost 41-17 in a game that's probably your best hope. But you got to beat Pittsburgh in the Dome now. You have to. There's no other option for the Orange. Now, this was a tough one for Syracuse, but can they bounce back against Pittsburgh? Make sure to tune in on the Bleed Orange Network soon. I know this was a short one, but make sure to tune into the Pittsburgh preview, the VCU preview in this for the Syracuse men's basketball team and the Colgate postgame for the Syracuse men's basketball team. This will all be out tonight, all here on the Bleed Orange Network. Thanks for watching.